All right, I've got something super fun for you guys today. I have got some shutters here that are pretty oxidized, and I just want to do a test with some Cleansol BC. And the dilution instructions, I don't know if you guys can see this, says for oxidation removal it goes 10-to-1, which, you know, a downstream injector is about 10-to-1. That's about what it pulls. So I'm gonna downstream that Cleansol BC onto these shutters, and I'm gonna see what the results are without brushing. And then actually I think I will have to brush because it's so diluted, but I'll do it without brushing first, let it dry, see how it does, and then if I need to brush, which is to be expected, then I'll do that and show the results after that as well. But I do think we will have to brush because it's pretty oxidized. They're pretty rough. So I'm gonna grab a brush right now. All right, I'm gonna fire up. I'm gonna wet the grass first and cool down the shutters. Make sure, you know, the chemical doesn't dry. We don't want that. So I'm gonna wet the ground. I'm gonna dry them or cool them down, and then yeah, I'm gonna swap this to chem and then start pulling some Cleansol BC, and we will see what happens. Let's do it. Now I don't have a lot of water I'm working with. I've got to work with that amount of water, so let's make it snappy. Uh-oh, got a leak. There's a leak there. Don't want to get that on me. This is just an extra hose I had laying around. So I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna switch it over now. Switch it over to chem. Now I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna get the soap out of the line. I'm gonna let this sit, guys. I don't know how long I will let it sit. And I wonder if I should brush one and not the other. That's what I want to do. I'm going to do that now, actually. Just so you guys can either way see the brushing. Oh, you can see it. It's just a slurry. Yeah, I think obviously we didn't let it dwell for long, but I think I would have needed to brush either way. Man, I can see how much is coming off though. I hope you guys can see that. Wow. I think that's good. All right, I'm gonna fire up, rinse that off. I'll let that sit while I rinse that off and see what happens. Actually, kind of want to rinse my hand off first. Okay. Now, you can already see how much darker this is. Let's do it. I don't have a ball valve on this hose, so. Wow. Wow. That is an immense difference. Night and day. It looks like maybe some left here and these little pockets here. Perfect. That's perfect. And I still want to see what it looks like when it's dry. But let's do this. Let's do this here. I'm going to switch over to a pressure tip. I've got my pressure tip on now. Still see a difference. This is still a little bit worse than this one. And if you guys remember, this one was way worse to begin with than this one. This one really wasn't that bad, but yeah, I'm gonna roll up my hoses. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna sit and wait for these to dry, and I'll pick you guys up when they're dry so we can take a look. All right, so the shutters have dried, and here is what they look like. They look a million times better, but there are these kind of blotches. There's no oxidation. All the oxidation's gone. That's just a little bit wet, but all the oxidation's gone. Nothing's wiping off. These just look like, obviously they've just faded over the years. These came off of a house that was being renovated because it was so old. So these, I mean, these are probably, I mean, I couldn't even guess how old they are, but all of the oxidation came off. All the pink oxidation, that's been completely removed. Obviously they look beat up for how old they are. But I think that is a win for Cleansol BC. Even all this, nothing's coming off. I think that's just the way they've faded. But ultimately, a million times better. I would recommend Cleansol BC. I am curious if you guys have done any oxidation removal. What chemical have you used and did you like it? And maybe I have some more shutters over there. I think I have 4 more. I could test out any other chemical that you guys recommend, and maybe we can see which one's the best. Just drop a comment and let me know which one you think is the best, and I will test it out. All right, I will catch you all on the next one.